What's up gamers, I'm Optron. Every new season brings some balance adjustments, which we commonly call it buffs or nerfs. Well, the good thing is there is no nerf in Season 1 2022, we only got buffs. Let's first have a look at buff primary as well as secondary weapons. Starting with the first one, we have QXR, which got buffed quite a bit. Now they have increased the first period of range from 8 meters to 10 meters. Now what does this means? This means that the QXR now will give the same amount of damage from 0 to 10 meters. And guys, every guns have different damage range slots, and for QXR I have calculated it and tested it, and I'm gonna tell you. So the first period of range they just updated from 8 to 10, so now it's 0 to 10 meters. The second damage range stage will be 10 to 16 meters, and then the third one is 16 to 25 meters, and then fourth one is 25 and above. Now they have increased the third stage range damage from 22 19 16 12 to 22 19 18 12. What does this means? This means that they have increased the damage at some body part, which I'm going to tell you, when the enemy is at a distance of 16 meters to 25 meters. Now this 22 represents the damage at head, 19 represents the damage at chest, while 16 or 18, this one represents the damage at hands. They have not mentioned it clearly, so many of you might have been confused at what is the damage which is increased. And this 12 represents the damage at legs. So increased third stage range damage from 22 19 16 12 to 22 19 18 12 means they have increased the damage at hands when the enemy is between 16 to 25 meters. Now they have not only increased the damage at hands, but overall damage at the third slot between 16 to 25 meter is slightly increased. That means the QXR now will give 23 damage at head when the enemy is in the third slot of his damage range instead of 22. Have a look, I'm testing it and showing it to you guys. As you can see, the enemy is almost at a distance of 25 meters, and it is getting almost 23 head damage. But once we will increase that distance and go to the fourth slot, the damage will decrease to 15 at head. But you will be surprised to see how much further this damage will go. So they have increased the mid to long firing range also, but how much they have increased is really amazing. Now let me show you. Right now I'm standing almost 45 or above meters away from the target, and still it is giving 15 damage at head. Now this thing is really amazing, guys. Now this thing will make QXR fall into top 5 metas in Season 1 2022. The next weapon which got buffed is Right AKMR. Now they have reduced the empty reload time from 5 seconds to 4.1 seconds. That means you keep on firing and empty your magazine and your gun gets on automatic reload. That reload time is reduced from 5 to 4.1 seconds. And they have reduced the tactical reload time from 4 to 3.4 seconds. That means you do not empty your magazine and click on reload after firing 1 or 2 bullets. That reload time has been reduced to 3.4 seconds. The next weapon we have is PP19 Bison, which got buffed a lot. The first range damage increased from 26 to 28. Well, what does this mean? This means that they have increased the base damage from 26 to 28. And guys, for different kind of guns, the damage at different body parts are different. Well, don't be confused, I'm gonna explain. Suppose for DRH, the damage at lower arms and upper arms, or lower legs, upper legs can be different. But for Bison, the damage at hands, legs, as well as abdomen and stomach area, that is same, and that is called the base damage for Bison. So that is increased from 26 to 28. And they have also increased the head damage ratio from 1.2 to 1.3. Well, what is this head damage ratio and how we can get the damage at head? Well, we can get the damage at head by multiplying base damage with head damage ratio. Right now we have 28 as base damage. Multiply it by 1.3, you will get the damage at head at that particular damage range segment. Now as you can see here, the base damage is 22 and we are getting 28 damage at head. So likewise, they have increased the chest damage ratio from 1 to 1.15. Now you will apply the same formula to calculate the damage at chest given the amount of damage, base damage it is giving at that damage range slot. Moving on, we have the next weapon as DRH, which got buffed. The first segment range increased from 7 meters to 9 meters. Now, as I told you, there are different damage range slots for different kind of guns. So for DRH, earlier it was 7 meters, the first slot. Now it has been changed to 9 meters. And then the second segment range increased from 13 to 15 meters. That means now the DRH will give same amount of damage from 0 to 9 meters and then the same amount of damage from 9 to 15 meters. Well, that means that now DRH will give 38 damage at head from 0 to 9 meters and 37 damage at head from 9 to 15 meters. Now they have also decreased the tactical reload time from 2.3 seconds to 2.1 seconds. That means if you do not empty your magazine and click on reload, that time is decreased from 2.3 to 2.1, and then they have also reduced the empty reload time from 2.8 seconds to 2.5 seconds. Well, many of you might not have been aware that your gun gets faster reload when it has some bullets left. So you can take it as a tip from this video. Always reload your guns when it has some bullets left. Then moving on, we have this secondary weapon which got buffed, D13 Sector. Well, they have increased the ejection times from 3 to 4. That means now the disc which we fire using D13 Sector, the bullet of the D13, now that will hit the walls or something 4 times. Have a look. This was the first one. Now this is where it came back second hit and third hit, and then it went for fourth hit. So this thing might change your accuracy also, so you will have to find a new accuracy for this D13, and they have increased the ammunition from 1 to 2. That means earlier we had 1 extra bullets and now we have 2 extra bullets, so total 3 bullets we are going to get in D13 Sector. Moving on to the buffed operator skill, we only have Purifier which got buffed. Now they have increased the number of initial bullets. Now we are getting 48 bullets, and I don't remember how much bullets we were getting before this update. So if you know, write it down in comment section. And they have also increased the direct hit damage, and they have increased the firing rate also. So increasing the magazine capacity and firing rate balanced this beast, and now this one is going to perform a lot better than earlier. Moving on to the buffed score streaks, we have 2 score streaks which got buffed. The first one we have is XS1 Goliath which got buffed. Now the cooling time after overheating is reduced. Now once we start firing with Goliath, we keep on firing and firing, so it gets overheated almost always. So that cooling time has been reduced. Next we have is Hawk X3 which got buffed. Now aiming assistance has been improved. Well guys, pardon my skill using Hawk X3, but I really enjoyed using this Hawk X3 after the update, because it was so buttery smooth and using, I'm not much of a user of Hawk X3, but this really felt awesome after this update. I don't have that experience of using it earlier, but after this update, hitting the enemies is kind of really easier. So that was all about Season 1 2022 balance adjustments or buffs. And guys, if you really understood everything in this video, so drop a like and write down your suggestions or your support in comment section. And guys, I request you to help me reach 1k subscribers faster. So kindly share my channel with your friends and family so that I can grow faster, and that will motivate me a lot and keep making videos like this. Thank you for watching. Stay safe. See you in next video.